Pet Torgal, as usual. Cannot go on without doing that. We're gonna do the side quests first. Let's see if the merchant has something new.
Take care.
Opportunity beckons.
What brings you to our humble village, young man? If it's our artisans you're here to see, then please. But do try not to interrupt their work.
Oh, I won't. Unless they want to fight with me.
Is that blade for hire, perchance? Because I have a mind to make a killing.
Figuratively, I hope.
Well, yes and no. A passing caravan carried with it a rumor most fortuitous for one in my trade, that an elder Dread Evis had been sighted in the fields of Carava. Dread Evis are aggressive beasts. Compelled as they are to acts of violence, few survive to maturity, but those that do develop a hide of phenomenal value.
A hide you want to sell?
Eventually, yes. Though I would have it tanned first that it might be crafted into marvels the likes of which the world has never seen. Dread Evis skin is a rare thing indeed. But the worked hide of a well-aged beast, now that would fetch such coin that Gilbert himself might weep with envy. Bring me that beast's skin and I will share with you the bounty of our combined labors.
Okie dokie.
Right. I'll hunt your Evis.
Of course you will. When one lives in such troubled times, it is a fool who lets opportunity slip his grasp. Leave Tabor through the east gate, but take the path that branches west. Once you reach the checkpoint at Tovany, you are a mere stone's throw from the fields of Carava. I eagerly await your safe, and above all, triumphant return.
Skin trade. That sounds pretty disgust. There's someone up there, and there's all the way over here. That's where the skin of the Avis is. Okay. Carved in stone. That's what we're gonna do. So how do we get up there? Oh. Hello? Who are you, cloaked man? Oh, you know him?
Cyril. How fares the search?
Well, Your Grace, my report shall be with you ere long.
Ah, yes. Yotei is otherwise engaged, at my behest.
And the duty of wardenship?
Fulfilled. For as you see, I've been reunited with my first shield.
I am Cyril, Knight of the Undying and bearer of the Burning Quill, charged with chronicling the mortal deeds of His Grace, Joshua Rosfield, keeper of the Flame of the Phoenix and rightful Archduke of Rosaria.
I entrusted Cyril here with overseeing the investigation into Ultima's origins. Findings from his brothers and sisters afield are delivered here to be collated and catalogued.
Just how many Undying are there?
Not nearly enough, milady. Yet we are glad to give our all in service to the Phoenix. Such is, and has ever been, our creed.
I see.
You have your associates, I have mine. But you may now think of them as ours. That won't be a problem, will it?
The Phoenix is our sun, and we but the shadows that quicken in his radiance. It is from the darkness that we serve, both him and now you. Pray accept this token.
Oh, Phoenix down.
As long as you bear it, members of our order will reveal themselves unto you.
That's so symbolic.
No. You are dismissed.
Your Grace.
A phoenix down, Bruce.
We'll talk about this later. Cyril seemed very, You certainly keep strange bedfellows, Joshua.
Almost looked like Jill was laughing. All the way over here. How do we even... So this one is the closest. Well, let's just get to the jaw then. And go from here. We might even come across some enemies from the hunt board while we go this way, but I don't think we had any this way. We'll see. Whoa, Jill, you are on fire today. No one is waiting for me, except for Joshua.
All right.
Nope, we're not gonna fight right now. We are headed to something very important. Ooh, a Republican War Panther? We're not gonna fight anyone right now. Like I said, we have no time. We have to do some questing. Over here. We're closing in. Everyone wanna fight us. Is it that big thing in there? No. Oh, it should be over here.
Right.
But let me just get these all glittery loot on the ground. Oh, we got a bunch of roses. How many desert roses do we even have, and what do we do with them?
You deserve a rest.
Bring it on. Oh, I'm not close enough. Now.
Old he may be, but it looks like there's still plenty of fight in him yet.
Certainly.
Torgal, kill! This one. Too slow.
Shredding. That damage output.
Over here. Farewell.
Bye. Okay, now that one is done. Didn't we have another one that was called like carved stone or something?
The sooner it's off my hands, the better.
Oh, we never got it. Still there. Well, we need to check where it was. It almost looked like it was above.
Here's your hide, as requested.
I worried you might never return. Quickly, let me see it. Oh, as supple as a maiden's cheek. yet as adamant as her virtue. This is everything I had hoped for, and more. Clearly, my trust in you was not misplaced. You must be a hunter of considerable talent to have bested the beast with nary a scratch. Join me as my honored partner. With my means and your might, we shall be as wealthy as the merchant kings of Zemeckis.
Don't really have time for that.
Habit of this. I'm busy enough as it is.
Very well. Though I believe fate had a hand in our meeting, it would be unbecoming of me to beg. Do not allow me to keep you from being about your business. Here, for the hide.
There we go. What did we get? Like nothing. Reputation. Now how do I get up there? Oh. Over here.
Careful how you pack that leather. Any creases or scratches.
You there! The strapping lad with the sword.
Oh, you. Oh, yeah, me? Here.
Finally.
What you want?
No one was paying me the slightest heed.
Is something wrong?
At the university, the students would hang on my every word. Sadly, this far from home, I'm just a vagrant greybeard.
The university? You're a scholar.
A specialist in ancient cultures. The most accomplished in all Valisthea, some have said. Not that I look the part in these tattered rags. In my heyday, no obstacle could have kept me from my studies. Yet here I am, a wizened windbag, bested by the many steps of Tabor. The answers I seek lying just beyond my enfeebled reach. Would you do an old man a kindness and brave the stairs in my stead? You'll be amply rewarded, of course.
Sure.
Climb the stairs and
memorize a few inscriptions for me, assuming you know your letters, that is. Some
we can read.
courteous soul is rumored to have carved clues to Tabor's rich history into stones dotted about the village. 3 of them, to be precise. One each to the north, south, and east. I'm here in the hope that those carvings might shed light on a riddle I've been pondering for some time. Namely, the otherwise undocumented origins of Tabor's unique people. People quite unlike those of neighboring lands.
I can't promise
Interesting.
I'll remember everything perfectly.
Remember what you can. I'll piece together the rest. Make for the domed pavilions, and you'll have no trouble finding the stones.
Oh my, we have to memorize. Or is Clive gonna memorize it for me? I think we'll have to memorize something. Let's go up here. Ladder climbing is really,
Don't you think?
really Clive's thing.
Well, scholarly sorts like him always are, aren't they?
You think Cyril is odd? Well, Joshua knows him. What does it say? Guardians of the crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. Stones of the crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Okay.
No history would be complete without mention of the mother crystals.
Yep.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was?
So it's these stones to Canva, and the rest of the boxes in Dalimil.
There's another one.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone, no?
And then we have the last one somewhere.
Have you noticed the Elder has been coughing
There.
less of late?
Oh, they're close by. Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone, with pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
What golden plains might the wanderers have called home, I wonder?
Thank you for the deal, Ed, mister.
What if it is Tabor?
That mark. You must be Lord Rosfield. A pleasure to make your acquaintance, my lord. I, too, am a member of the cause, though I spend most of my time hunting. For the good of the village, you understand. The soil is poor here, so the people sup mostly on meat and blood. The hides, meanwhile, they make into leather, and then into gel.
His voice was deep. And now the last one. Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. Children of the hunter.
Farmers must have settled here in Tabor. I should speak to the old scholar before I forget everything I've read.
Okay, you just memorized everything, Clive. Ah.
The engravings were in good repair, considering their age.
Oh, would that I could have seen them for myself. Oh, come, don't tease me now. What did you learn of this place and its people? Let's start with the engraving to the south, shall we? What did it say?
Oh! Wait, which one was it? Guardians of the Crystal. The Great Moogle Guardians. This
Guardians
one.
of the Crystal, the first stones of Tabor. Sacred hold thy noble blood, till ends the mother's labor. I'm pretty sure that was it.
Fascinating. It would seem the founders of this city were descendants of those fallen charged with protecting the mother crystals. But whatever could have driven the Guardians so far from their sacred charges, I wonder? The engraving to the north is next, I think.
Ooh, Wanderers of the Golden Plains.
Wanderers of the Golden Plains, lay your roots in stone. With pride recall thy noble past, and make these rocks a home. Or, I think that was it, at least.
No doubt you're right. There are vestiges of nomadic customs in Tabor its guardian roots could never account for. This is proving most enlightening. Now, for the final stone.
The second one. Or... No, it's the middle one, right?
Children of the hunters, now tillers of the land, reap her promised blessing and give praise her gracious hand. That's all three.
And so, we add primitive farmers to Tabor's founding peoples, the final piece of the puzzle. 3 engravings, one for each of the 3 peoples to have settled Tabor in ancient times. Guardians of the Mother Crystal, wanderers from across the plains, and last but certainly not least, hunters turned farmers. Little wonder it was so difficult to trace the roots of Tabor's culture. Those roots reach down through 3 distinct traditions. Nonetheless, one cannot help but wonder why this fact is not better known among scholars. given that the stones stand here for all to see.
Too many stairs, perhaps.
Ha! Too many by far. Here, and thank you.
Holmes would have probably known as well. He knows everything. And what he doesn't know, he researches.
I have pondered the mysteries of Tabor's founding. Would that I had made the journey as a younger man, when stairs held none of their terror.
We don't have any quests no more,
How are those
so
new boots treating you?
we might as well just check around a little bit if there's some kind of loot or anything to read.
Why won't the sky go back to how it was? I don't like it.
But it's pink and pretty.
In all my long years, I've never seen such a thing.
Yeah, it's very cloudy though. So we need a little bit of vitamin D.
You wouldn't happen to have a decent whetstone in there, would you?
I think it's gonna be a hell of a show when we get to Canver, since Barnabas and Harbard are there.
An archive where we of the Undying collect and collate our findings. Fragments of Ultima's true nature surely lie buried within these pages. We have only to unearth them.
You have my thanks. Without your medicines and your wisdom, Tabor would be but a shadow of itself.
It is the least we can do in return for your generous
The
hospitality,
Undying are
my
not the only secret fellowship in this realm, you know. There are others, each working for their own ends. Why, not so very long ago, a society committed to discovering how one might cast magics without a catalyst was found to be operating throughout Valisthea. They were denounced as heretics, rooted out, and driven from our shores, never to be seen again.
Ooh. Dhalmekian Wing. Further discoveries from our acolyte ensconced within the recently displaced mountain dwellers' remote settlement. The diminutive tribe's main village appears to be in receipt of regular deliveries of supplies from Hugo Kopka's Men of the Rock. On inquiring with the locals, it became apparent that they have the deepest respect for the one they call Lord Kupka, but whether he has merely bought their loyalty or if there is some deeper connection between the tribe and Titan remains unclear. It seemed so from some of his men. They were pretty darn loyal to him. Lord Cyril, acolyte stationed across Valisthea, reported a curious change in the primeval structures we have come to refer to as monoliths. Following the fall of Drake's tail and the change in the skies, allow me to present the preliminary findings of our archaeologians. Investigations into these monoliths most near at hand. We were able to visually confirm the activation of the structure in the northern reaches of the Valkyrie, but a sandstorm forced a temporary retreat. We will make a second attempt when the wind drops. In Drake's Deep, our team was able to make direct contact with the monolith. However, no further change was observed upon touching its surface, nor upon dealing it several stout blows with both fist and blade. Whether the purpose of its activation, it would appear to be other than that of the defensive echoes we have encountered among previous relics of the fallen and their predecessors. We shall continue our investigation both of the monoliths proper and of any historical writings that might refer to them, and inform your lordship forthwith should they produce any discoveries of note. May the phoenix flame burn ever in your heart. Tomai, Second Order of Archaeologians. So they're making quite an investigations. this Undying. Wonder if they have anything else. Cyril, a senior member of the Undying known as the Bearer of the Burning Quill, who coordinate his order's research into Ultima from their headquarters in the Dalmekian village of Tabor. At his liege, Lord Joshua's command, he lends his hand and his order's strength to Clive. Oh, my eyes get so freaking dry in this weather. A settlement in central southern Dalmekia that seems to cling to the very cliffs which dominate the landscape of the region. It is famed for its leatherworking, the signature stench of its tanneries ever prevalent in the canyons that lead in and out of the town. And as such, skilled craftsmen around, transforming hides into all manner of wondrous creation. Tabor was founded by the so-called Guardians of the Crystal, who were later joined by nomadic people and hunter-gatherers, creating a rich mixed culture which gives the town its unique flavor. It was those same hunters whose skills were employed to gather the raw materials on which the leatherworking industry was built. A cozy village, I say. I wouldn't mind living here. Although there seems to be very few village people in here. Torgal, you're gonna get some pets.
All right, boy.
And then we're gonna go there. Cloak and dagger, make for the free cities of Camber. Oh, this is gonna get so interesting. I wonder if we get to fight Barnabas as Odin or not.
Ah, Lord Rosfield. I'm afraid I cannot stay to talk. I must leave to collect the reports of our spies in the field. Now that you wear the Phoenix down, our brothers and sisters will no doubt reveal themselves to you too. Farewell, my lord, and may the Firebird's flame burn ever in your heart.
Thank you, miss.
The free cities under siege?
Are we taking the right path? Okay, yeah. It's... Ooh, there seems to be something here. I'm just gonna have to check it out first. Or... yeah.
Are you sure this is the right way, brother?
I know it's not, but we need to check this place out, Joshua, okay? Oh, did I just see ether pass me by? Well, it was just a glistening ether bubble. Anything else here that can be looted? It's just these guys. Oh, it's from the hunting board. The pack. Let's go. How I love this music.
You're a bicycle.
I don't think we need to remind Torgal of that. He's never ever gonna switch sides. But we set a lightning rod here.
This one. Get him. Over
most of these hunting boards off camera. Well, I did record some without my own camera recording, and I was gonna put them in the last video, and then when I was gonna put them in, I was like, where's the sound? So I accidentally didn't record the sounds. I was like, oh darn it, now I can't use it. Notorious Mark slain. What if Mid gets kidnapped to Waloed?
Shouldn't have messed with the leader of the pack, eh, boy?
I love that Clive talks with Torgal. You're gonna get some pets. From Candy! Well, now we're done with that. I think we have like one left on the hunting board for now. Was it this way? Yeah. I wonder if Harbard might also be a dominant. But which one would he be?
There are horrible beasts down that way. Ashen terrors who'll kill you as soon as look at you. Would that I had the strength to kill them first.
What if Harbard is like a creation from Ultima? Like we saw with Olivier? Because he clearly was no longer human. His body was like not human anymore, even though it looked human. So the orcs are over here. I wonder if they took orcs to Canver as well. They might have. Since Waloed is working close with the orcs. And still, how do they understand each other? Like, maybe Ultima has manipulated them somehow. And that's how they communicate. So they have like no free will of their own.
All yours, Torgal. Over here.
Wouldn't it be great if our ship was finished by the time we went there? Because if Mid gets kidnapped, we won't be able to finish the ship. And if something worse happens to Mid, we won't ever be able to. Let's just hope nothing bad happens to her.
Clive. Smoke.
Is the city fallen?
There's quite a lot of smoke. Uh-oh. Darn it, I got stuck.
The free men are still holding their own, then.
Do we have any idea where Gav and the others might be?
There's a warehouse near the docks where we agreed to meet if there was any trouble. We should hurry.
So by the docks. Oh, I see a quest over there and there. Oh, and there. Oh my gosh, there's so many quests. And I don't dare ignore them either. Because what if we can't do them if I continue? Oh. My husband is there.
Clive, your timing is impeccable. It just so happens that right at this very moment, we're in need of someone with your talents.
And what talents would those be?
Why, your fearlessness and your skill with a blade.
I'm listening.
Well, as I'm sure you're aware, when these dark skies swept over the Republic, so too did a wave of chaos and confusion. Randalar has been particularly badly affected. Many of the capital's bearers have lost their masters, or taken the opportunity to flee them. None remain free for long, of course. Most find themselves under the protection of the Fist before they get far. But the army too is in disarray, and finds itself unable to provide for its new charges. Which means it has been looking to sell.
And you've been looking to buy, to make sure these masterless bearers remain that way.
Precisely. It's the perfect opportunity to free dozens more, and for an attractive price, no less.
So where does my skill with a blade come in?
Though we may have the funds to buy these bearers, we have nowhere to house them. So we've been searching for a place where they can be resettled. Somewhere far from the prying eyes of those who would see them enslaved once more. And we believe we have found one. Cashlock. A small hamlet hidden in a canyon. The place was abandoned a long time ago, but when the men moved out, the beasts moved in.
And so we seek the aid of a fearless swordsman to encourage them to look elsewhere. You'll help, won't you?
How could I refuse?
How could I refuse?
Excellent. Theo, if you wouldn't mind making arrangements for the transportation of our guests, as we discussed.
Of course. Leave everything with me.
Sounds like you'll have your work cut out for you.
I will. We have an entire village to stock and furnish. Residents and all. Even if I begin right now, I'll be working day and night. So I'd better get started. Try to clear the place out before the wagons roll in, won't you?
I'll do my best.
You will find a village in Chadra's Thread, past Lateney's Cleft. My man there will open the gate for you.
All right. Wish me luck.
I'm sure you won't need it.
No, not really. We don't run on luck fuel. We're just that good. Oh, it's over there. So let's go over here. We don't seem to have gone the path to the right either. Oh, it's because that one was closed off, right? I remember it being closed off.
Fly, Ambrosia.
Time to fight.
I don't want no company right now. So, where do we go? Oh, we already... Oh. Looks pretty abandoned. Now, how do we go down there then? we can't just jump down. So maybe that place ain't closed off no more. We should have just turned right when we had the chance. Here, right? Oh, see? It's not closed off anymore. Draco's Deep. If you want to fight, you have to fight down here. Because I've got a quest.
Woo! This must have been a nice place once.
It will be again.
Yeah. Thought about Barnabas' mother. Since we've only seen like Ultima morph into her, what if she's alive and if we find her, maybe she can talk down Barnabas and we can all fight Ultima in the end? Like, wouldn't that be so freaking cool? But the best part would be if we just talk down all of the dominants and didn't kill Benedicta and just gathered all of them to fight Ultima in the end. Like, how cool would that be?
This one. Go to attack.
Is there one left?
Stay down.
Final slice. Or what if his mother was actually evil?
The last of them.
I think you're right.
Barnabas' mother.
Let's head back to Boklat.
Maybe she's the one who turned him to Ultima. Could be also. I'm just thinking, how the frick do we mess up Odin? Like, how? He sounds so OP. But then again, Clive has every single dominant up to now.
Something the matter, Theodore? Quiet.
Those are our terms. I trust that you will give them your full consideration.
I shall. Thank you.
Him again.
Someone you know?
Yes. And, no. But enough about him. How did you fare down in Cashlock?
It's done. The village is safe now.
You made quick work of it, as always.
I should go and let Eloise know.
Don't let me keep you. But Clive...
No, keep me.
Don't tell her I was watching her, will you? She'll only get upset. I'll explain everything once you've finished with your report.
All right. We'll speak then.
He sounds very protective of his sister. I like that. That's sweet.
Eloise, I just got back from Cashlock. The village should be safe now.
Thank you, Clive. Here, something for your trouble. Well then, now that you have laid the groundwork for our little project, I suppose we'd better finish the job. The first thing we'll need to do is make sure our offer for the bearers is accepted.
You're still in negotiations?
We are. A trusted colleague has been dealing with the Fist on our behalf, but things have been trickier than we anticipated. I suppose it's to be expected. This is the army we're dealing with. Fighting's what they do. But we shall emerge victorious in the end.
Well, if you need any help, you know where to find me.
I'm not sure I do. But thank you, all the same.
Right, Theodore told us to go to him.
Ah, Clive.
You wanted to talk?
The man I was watching earlier, the one speaking to my sister. He represents the Silver Peak Consortium. It's one of the bigger trading houses.
I don't think I've heard of them.
Well, every trader in Dhalmekia has. They operate across the length and breadth of the Republic, and they're still expanding. They've been trying to get Eloise to join their ranks for some time now, and judging by her reaction earlier, I'd say she had half a mind to accept their latest offer.
And you'd rather she didn't?
I would rather she did what makes her happy. And I would never deny her such an opportunity. Eloise saved me from slavery, and we have striven to save others like me ever since. But this was not the life my sister wanted, nor the one she deserves. I won't let her give up on her dreams again for my sake. She freed me from my bonds, and she must be freed from hers in turn.
You're a good man, Theo.
I have always been grateful for what my sister did for me, and I want to repay the favor by letting her live her own life. But each time an opportunity to do just that arises, she turns it down. For my sake.
She loves you.
And I love her. Which is why I want this time to be different. To show her that I don't need to be watched over anymore. Though I'm sure I'll still need some help from time to time. I trust that I can count on you.
Always.
Thank you, Clive. Well then, I had better get back to work. These bearers aren't going to move themselves. That's a job for the Crimson Caravans.
So, he's handsome and caring.
This will be the last commission the Crimson Caravans undertakes. Under present management, at least. But don't tell my sister I said that, will you?
Nope. So let's go to Lost Wing. Oh, we're going to Lost Wing. That means Quinten. What's happening over here?
Taking you all to a storehouse in the bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
They still be standing here? Is that Quinten? Yeah.
You know what you have to do.
I won't let you down.
Clive, I fear that I must bid you farewell. As you know, our time grows short. The Lord Chief Justice's vultures are circling. We must strike now. Before we part, I want you to know that, though I may not always have been your most vocal ally, I trust you, as I trusted your predecessor.
Thank you. I appreciate the sentiment, and I understand more than anyone how you feel. But is revenge really the answer?
It is the one I found, and it is all that I have lived for since that day.
But what of Lost Wing? Everything you've built.
I built Lost Wing to achieve this aim. Once it is done, the village will have served its purpose. My comrades and I are sure of our cause, and we shall fight to the last, come what may. But there are those among us who cannot fight. Children, the elderly, bearers afflicted by the curse. I would place Lost Wing in their hands, if I thought it would do them any good. But a village home only to the frail and the infirm is not likely to stay a safe haven for long. And so, Clive, I find myself turning to you once more. Will you take them to your hideaway, that they might live even should Lost Wing die?
Of course.
I will.
Thank you. I will not have it said that I did not see to the well-being of those who rallied to my cause. The people I speak of have withdrawn to Goten's Bales, away from danger in case the Black Shields strike.
Understood. I'll make sure they get to the hideaway safely.
Then the last of my preparations are complete. Fare you well, Clive. And may Griga guide us. All of us.
For great justice. Quinten might actually be one of the most interesting NPCs in this game. He has a very interesting background.
In Goten's Bales.
Then we go there. And let's just hope Quinten makes it. That we're not being distracted going this way. What a change of atmosphere. Are they this close? Speak with the bearers. Y'all are coming with us.
Everyone, Quinten has asked that you come with me. He can no longer guarantee your protection, but I can. There's a safe place I can take you to.
Well, if that's what the Master thinks best. Cid, none of us would be standing here today if it weren't for Master Quinten. We owe him our lives. So we ain't about to start telling him what he should do with his. If he's saying we ain't safe in Lostwing no more, it's 'cause he ain't coming back. And if that's what has to happen, then so be it. I only hope he can see this through to the end. That we get to see justice done.
I hope so too.
Oi!
What?
You lot! Where's everyone else? They ain't already left, have they?
They've gone with Master Quinten.
Fuck! Fuck! Fuck!
What is it?
What's wrong?
I've just come from the Justice's Manor. We have to get Quinten to call off the attack. It ain't just the Black Shields protecting the place. He's got a guard dog and all. A fucking monster. I don't stand a chance against that thing. If I don't get the message to them, they're all gonna fucking die.
We can't let this happen. Cid! Don't worry about us. You've got to catch up with him. We can't let Quinten die before that bastard does.
All right. I'll do what I can.
Oh my gosh. I really hope he's alive.
It's way over to the east, through the woods. Heaven Hall, he calls it.
Promise us, Cid. Promise us you'll do what you can.
Oh, I will do what I can. Oh my gosh. I really hope Cid doesn't die. No, what am I saying? Quinten does that he doesn't die. Okay, so over here. But I'm going off so far away. What if something happens? Like,
let's go.
We're being backstabbed now that I'm going over here. Ah, this doesn't feel safe at all.
All right.
There's Fallen over here now? You guys are just picking your places. Okay, we can't jump. Come on. Ambrosia, come on. Ah. In here then. Was this the place with the house?
Clive.
I think so.
Look.
No. Don't tell me we're too late.
Oh my gosh. No.
Quinten.
Oh, Quinten is already here.
No. But I am alive.
He's
Which
devastated.
is more than I can say for my comrades. They followed me without question all the way here. And they died. For nothing.
Quinten, step back. We'll take care of this.
This must be the guard dog. Quinten. I'll hold it off. You go.
But
you have to.
Comrades didn't die for nothing. They died for you.
Exactly.
Don't let their sacrifice be in vain.
I won't.
Come on, then.
That is no mere guard dog.
No.
Nope.
Just a rabid beast that needs to be put down.
But a cool-looking one. How about this? I really hope Quinten makes it back to Lost Wing. Because what if something happens on the way to Lost Wing and we find him like on the ground lying dead? That would be so horrible. And that would also mean that he would not get his revenge. I really want to give him the revenge that he deserves.
If only we'd arrived earlier.
We didn't know.
Is it over?
It is. He wept and begged for mercy. And I cut him from ear to ear. Just as I dreamed of doing all these years. All my plans. Building a haven in Lostwing. Freeing bearers from their chains and recruiting them to my cause. It was all for this. But what
And how do you feel?
this? Justice? My faithful comrades. All those lives lost. So that I might take another.
Quinten.
Master Quinten! Oh, thank Grieger you're safe.
You're alive.
And so are you. I'm so sorry. I tried to warn you about that thing. And I hate to say it, but there's more bad news. It's Lostwing. It's been flooded.
What?
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Flooded with monsters or ether flood? It's an ether flood. Oh my gosh. I hope there's no people left in there.
Lostwing. My Lostwing.
And look who's here.
They must have stolen in after we left, just before the flood struck. What if there are still people in there?
Don't be
Quinten. Oh my gosh, oh my god, he's gonna die. We need to get to him fast.
Damn it.
He can't go into it. He's just a regular human. He'll turn.
Quinten's not going to last long in there.
Then we finish this quickly.
Is this a timed event? I need there to be a timer if it is. Do not dare to be an invisible timer. Because if he dies, I might have to go online and check. Like if there's a way to save him. If it was because I was slow. Ooh, we round them up pretty well. With just these two. There's one down here. Oh, several.
Quinten! Hold on. Gonna get you out of here!
Better make it.
This one!
I feel a little bit stressed, but I don't even know if this is gonna be a timed event. I just don't want anything to happen to him. Because he has his people also that do not wish him harm. Because I feel like they still want to follow him. But Quinten looked sad, really sad.
I need to get back to...
Even though he got his revenge, still like... I didn't understand that the guy was there. Still.
Quinten, look at me! Thank the Founder. He hasn't turned. I'm going to get you out of here.
Get him up. Come on, come on, come on. Hurry. Oh, I hope he hasn't turned. I did not think he was gonna be this interesting.
Welcome back to the land of the living.
Is Lostwing?
The flood has filled the valley.
Where's the other bearers? Did
Then
they?
all is at an end. A strange way to achieve one's life's ambition.
No, Master Quinten. Save your strength.
Why? All that I strove for is gone. Only emptiness remains. I have nothing left to live for.
What the heck are you on about? You've got us, ain't you? Don't try telling me you only freed us so you could get revenge. We're more than that to you, and we all know it.
I thought you weren't coming back. But I prayed, and you did. There's got to be a reason for that, right? Can't we just go back to how it was? You know, you looking after us all.
Your work ain't over yet, Master Quinten. We believed that you were the right man to lead us, and we still do.
Your village may be lost, but it seems your people aren't, so long as you remain to guide them.
But why? After what why would anyone follow me?
'Cause we're family, aren't we?
Family?
Yeah, and all our comrades who went with you, they felt the same. Lostwing weren't just a village. It was all of us.
It was. And as long as we're still here, it is too.
We can start again. Build a new Lostwing, right here in the Bales.
A fresh start.
Yeah, you
One
need
life
that.
ends, and another begins.
They all believe in you.
We could build towns. A nation, even. What's to stop us?
That's the Master Quinten we know.
Please. I am nobody's master. Quinten, will suffice. After all, we are family.
This was a really nice side quest to end this episode with.
Permit me to withdraw my request. I will no longer be needing your help in looking after my people.
I'll pretend you never asked.
But you must be rewarded for your efforts on our behalf. You saved my life twice over. And more besides.
A bottle or two of your finest red will suffice.
Of course. Nothing but the best. And I have a feeling that this year's vintage will be the finest yet. If you don't mind waiting, that is.
I look forward to it.
I really like that. For Great Justice Part 2. What if there's a third one? I want to know more about how will this progress. We got a Hangman's Signboard curiosity that we have in our room. That was a really, really sweet quest. Like, how much the others adore him. They really want to follow Quinten. He's incredible, alright? Hopefully we'll have more quests from Quinten. And the other, like, huger part of the NPCs. But now I will have to end this episode. So thank you all for watching and bye bye.